In this part we have a quiz about types of clauses to learn more and better. We have some sentences. I read them and then you have a chance to answer to them. At the end, the answer with the reason be said. Okay, let's start. 1. The focus of our work is how we can satisfy customers most effectively. The answer is noun clause. Why? How we can satisfy customers most effectively is a noun clause. It contains the subject we and the verb phrase can satisfy. The clause is identifying focus. 2. We spent 2 days in Berlin, where we took a walking tour of the city. The answer is adjective clause. Why? Where we took a walking tour is describing the place. Berlin. 3. Whether you like it or not, you have to go. The answer is adverb clause. Why? Whether you like it or not is a dependent clause which has a subordinating conjunction to be connected with the independent clause. 4. The boy, although he is very bright, failed math. The answer is adverb clause. Why? Whether you like it or not is a dependent clause which has a subordinating conjunction to be connected with the independent clause. 5. Choose a gift for whomever you want. The answer is noun clause. Why? Whomever you want is a noun clause. It contains the subject you and the verb want. The clause acts as an object of the preposition for in the sentence. 6. Edgar Allan Poe, who wrote the famous poem The Raven, was born in Boston in 1812. The answer is adjective clause. Why? Who wrote the famous poem is describing the subject, Edgar Allan Poe. 7. He has climbed Mount Everest, which is the highest mountain in the world. The answer is adjective clause. Why? Which is the highest mountain in the world, is describing Mount Everest. 8. Whichever restaurant you pick is fine with me. The answer is noun clause. Why? Whichever restaurant you pick is a noun clause. It contains the subject you and the verb pick. The clause acts as a subject in the sentence. 9. I met a woman whose husband works for the government. The answer is adjective clause. Why? Whose husband works for the government is describing possession. 10. Wherever there is music, people will dance. The answer is adverb clause. Why? Wherever there is music is a dependent clause which has a subordinating conjunction to be connected with the independent clause. 11. Be sure to send whoever interviewed you a thank you note. The answer is noun clause. Why? Whoever interviewed you is a noun clause. It contains the subject whoever and the verb interviewed. The clause acts as an indirect object in the sentence. 12. I bought the toy that my son wanted for his birthday. The answer is adjective clause. Why? That my son wanted for his birthday is describing a thing, toy. 13. She passed the course because she worked hard. The answer is adverb clause. Why? Because she worked hard is a dependent clause which has a subordinating conjunction to be connected with the independent clause. 14. Always give whichever audience you perform for a great show. The answer is noun clause. Why? Whichever audience you perform for is a noun clause. It contains the subject you and the verb perform. The clause acts as an indirect object in the sentence. 15. The employee who won the award has been promoted. The answer is adjective clause. Why? Who won the award is describing the subject. 16. This is the book that helped me understand English grammar. The answer is adjective clause. Why? That helped me understand English grammar is describing a thing, book. 17. Do you know what the weather will be? The answer is noun clause. Why? What the weather will be is a noun clause. It contains the subject weather and the verb phrase will be. The clause acts as a direct object in the sentence. 18. Unless you hurry, you will be late for school. The answer is adverb clause. Why? Unless you hurry is a dependent clause which has a subordinating conjunction to be connected with the independent clause. 19. I'm looking for a store where I can buy organic vegetables. The answer is adjective clause. Why? That helped me understand English grammar is describing a thing, book. 20. The basketball player whom I admired most retired last year. The answer is adjective clause. Why? Whom I admired most is describing the basketball player.